Om Shri Mahaganadhipataye Namaha. Welcome to another video from Stepping Towards Liberation Group. Today's topic is a very, very important topic, and it is very much required for any person who is willing to make a spiritual progress. Okay, the topic is very simple, but it is very, very important with respect to the spiritual growth. Okay, because this is very essential, and it is not a kind of optional. It has to be taken as very seriously in case if we are interested in making a spiritual growth. Let's dive into the topic. Let's discuss whatever possible extent we can. And there's so much to discuss here, but we will discuss in brief or a little bit detailed only. Okay. So to just be a little organized, we will go through some slide. It is not mandatory that we need to stick to the points in the slide itself, but this slide will make sure that we just have a document or we just have a reference like what we discussed. Okay, let's dive into the topic. So as I mentioned, the topic says the power of association in spiritual growth. It's a very, very important topic because if we have a good association, our spiritual growth is very, very fast. So which is easy also. Instead of doing so many things, the right association will make your progress very fast. So let's discuss the topic anyway. So just to start with, I would like to just bring a small slokam from Adi Shankaracharya, wherein he says, Satsangatve nissangatvam, nissangatve nirmohatvam, nirmohatve nischalatatvam, nischalatatve jivan muktihi. It is from Bhajagovindam. The very first thing he says is satsangam. It means association of good. Okay, having good association. So which is very important. It is not that because he started the slokam with satsangam, satsangatve, that satsangam is very important. But just to get an idea that what is the importance of satsangam. Okay, just we referred that slokam. So why satsang is very important is like it makes our progress very fast. Sometimes we may not even realize that we are growing, but it will definitely be happening. Okay. So the thing is, it's very easy to get influenced by others in this world. Okay. Because that is very common. Like everybody is getting influenced by others. It is not 100% I am telling, but most of us in this world are influenced by others. Okay. That is the main thing which we need to remember. Okay. So let's see. The topic is starting with saying the power of association in spiritual progress. So good association is one of the most important key to spiritual growth, because the people we surround ourselves can influence our thoughts, habits, and ultimately our direction in life, which is very important because we will be influenced by them and our thoughts will be in such a way that our thoughts will be influential thoughts because of our association, and also our habits will change, and ultimately our direction of life itself is driven by the influence, which means it's very, very important that whom we are associating is very, very important, crucial in spiritual growth. Okay. So, examples of how association shapes us. Let's take a materialistic example so that we can understand easily what is the role of association in spiritual growth. Okay. The first one is saying movie enthusiasts. Suppose we associate with a people who are movie lovers. It means they like movies and they would like to watch movies and they would like to discuss about movies. And most of their life is spent in movies. Okay. So what will happen is, like, if we associate with those people, automatically without our knowledge, we will also get some interest in watching movies, or we will try to discuss with them. And sometimes we may become even addiction of movies. Okay. The thing is, it doesn't start right away. But the thing is, there is always a possibility that we will develop interest. It is not that maybe you may not like movies at all before that association. But what will happen is, you will start discussion with that person with a negative contradiction. Okay. You will be always contradicting with him. And at some point, what will happen is, like, your contradiction will give a room for that person to bring you uh, to get interested in movies. Okay. You will tell that at some point you will tell that I don't like one movie, and he will tell no, that movie is good. Some kind of thing, such thing will happen. And definitely everybody in this world are aware of what is a movie, right? So everybody knows what is a movie, but the thing is, we may not be interested. But the person whom we are associated, if he is interested and he or she is very much interested, and the whole life is spent in movies and discussing about them, then automatically with a small debate or with a small discussion or with continuous association, continuous discussions happening in the room, we will automatically be influenced and we will definitely watch more movies than before. And at the same time, our time is more spent in these movies only. Okay. So similarly, what will happen is, like, if we are associated with some group of people who are interested in sports, always they're discussing about some sport. Okay. Without our knowledge, what will happen is, you will develop some passion towards sport. That is also possible. Okay. So the next thing is, similarly, what will happen is, if you associate with devotees, automatically there is a possibility, and there is a very high chances that you will also become a devotee. Definitely, it will happen, because if a person in your whom we are associating is very very spiritual and he is very very great devotee, and he will definitely influence you, because he will bring into discussions about some spiritual topics or spiritual growth, or about some devotees, and so many things he will be discussing about any satsang or something. Automatically your mind will be influenced by that, and you will also become a devotee at some point. Okay. So we discussed 3 points here. One is a movie enthusiasts, and the other one is sports lovers, and then devotee. So all three are very very the first two is materialistic, and devotee, becoming a devotee is also possible, because it's not like we are discussing these three topics separately. All the three are having the same thing, influence. Okay. The person who is going with who is associated with more movie watching person and interested in movies, he will definitely have influence. And then you will start and that person will start moving watching movies. Sports also, automatically you will watch develop some interest in that sport, and you will end up there. Similarly, a devotee, if you associate, there is always a possibility that you will become a devotee. Okay. Let's keep it short. Okay. Association reflects aspiration. This is very important. It means association, who you generally, what whom we'll associate with is whatever we like. If some other person likes, those people only we will associate with. Okay. Suppose what we seek often guides who we choose to be around. It means, like, if we are suppose interested in movies, then we will try to find some people or group of people who are discussing about that, and then we will go and join in that group. To make it very simple, okay, there are so many WhatsApp groups, and then you will join the group where people are discussing about movies, and they wanted to have a plan to watch a movie, and so many things, and they will discuss about things, and then most of the movie stuff will be discussed there, and you are interested in movies, and then you will automatically go and join in that group if you come to know that there is a group who is always discussing about movies, because you are also interested. Okay, so what will happen is you will end up in wherever we are interested in. Okay, so for example, there is an example given here. For example, someone aspiring to act in a movie, and he was from some village, and he wanted to go and become uh, any movie, any you want to become a technician, or you want to become a music director, or you want to become a hero, or you want to he want to become a comedian or anything, it doesn't matter, but he wanted to get a break in a movie. Okay, so what he will do is he will start from his village, and he will, before going to the city itself, he will decide where to go. Okay, when he want to become a part of a movie technicians, or whatever the things available in the movie, and he will try to gather information about, if I want to go to, if I would like to become a some technician or something in the movie. So he will just do some groundwork, like, okay, suppose if I think let me take a small example. Like, suppose in India there is a city called Chennai. I think if you are watching, if you are from India, you'll be very familiar with Chennai. Okay, suppose if somebody want to try and try to become a hero or anything, okay, side actor or whatever, so they will go and stay in the place where all other people also trying the same. Okay, so there is some place where all these kind of people who are interested and trying to get a break in movies are staying in some certain place. Okay, and this person who is starting from village also, he will go and join them. Okay, why he will join them is because they are already in the path, or they are already in the search, or they are already trying something, and they will have some very good contacts, and whom to contact, and where to go, how to approach somebody, and all those people are, they are already familiar. That's why you will join them, because they will help you. So the thing is, main thing what we are discussing here is, whatever you are interested, you will go and get into that association only. Okay, so it means the goal what they are aiming at is the key where they will land. Okay, similarly, spiritual aspirations requires spiritual company. It means, earlier we were discussing a person who want to become a technician or an actor or etc. in the movie. Now a person who is interested to make a spiritual progress, because he wanted to realize what is, he wanted to know more about God, what is that life is for. Okay, Because that those are very important questions, and everybody in this world, we have to get into that kind of questions. Okay, we should think about those at least. Okay, so he wanted to make some spiritual progress. Okay, suppose if a person is interested, somehow he got interest. Okay, so what to do is, if he get that interest, he has to go and seek a company of those people who are a devotee. They will probably they are practicing something. Okay, and they might be chanting, and they are doing some spiritual practices, and they are following somebody, or they are reading some books, or so many things. Okay, so we need to make association with those people to make a progress. Okay, like a person who is interested in a movie, he went to the group of people who are trying the same, right? Similarly, a person who want to make spiritual progress, he wanted to be a part of a group, or somebody, some people, or any group of any WhatsApp group, or whoever it is, whatever the media is. But the topic is spirituality. Okay, like that. Okay, so what I mentioned here is, similarly, if your goal is to realize God or deepen your spiritual life, then consciously seek the company of those who practice devotion, chant, serve, or live with spiritual discipline. Okay, this is very important. Serve. To grow spiritually, there are so many things we can do. We can go and visit a temple, and we can do prayers, and we can do so many things. Along the one of the important thing is serving others, which is very important. So if we serve others in need, okay, some people may need something which you can do, but they cannot do for themselves. So we need to help them. Okay, that way there is a lot of things which how we can grow spiritually. But these all things you will come to know if you are associated with a group of people. They will tell you, like, okay, yeah, I'm going to some temple, I'm reading something, I will go and do some regular practices like this every week. So many things, you will get inputs at least. Then whatever you are interested in, what you came to know, that we have to extend further, and then we will have to develop our consciousness. Okay, so I think the topic is clear by now. The main topic is ended here itself. Okay, the main thing is, if we want to grow spiritually, better go and associate with devotees. If you want to other than devotion something else, then automatically there are so many other people are available who are interested in the same, and they are already expertise in that one. So you'll go and mingle with them. Okay, so the main thing is, we are not promoting any other things, but right now we are taking the movie lovers and sports interested people as an example. Okay, if we are not encouraging anybody to become a movies, you to get interest in movies, or to get interest in any sport, which is of no use. And it's okay, that's for entertainment purpose, and just for the life, it may be interesting, and you will have a good time, you will have fun time, but all your fun and your good time, it doesn't matter. Once you leave the body, then all this, whatever you enjoyed in the sport, whatever you enjoyed in the movie, it doesn't count. There are so many things which are to be looked in, okay, before we die, which will be counted once we leave the body. Okay, so be careful, because there are so many people around this world who doesn't care about anything. Okay, who doesn't care especially about spiritual things, because they always think that their focus is to improve in the spiritual material life, to get a good house, to get a good car, to get a good life, to build more and more wealth, and probably they will also look at keeping good health and so many things. Okay, and they don't want to discuss about any spiritual topic, or they don't want to they are not interested in any spiritual things, because they'll think that there's no value in that one. But I think it's better not to discuss about those kind of people, because always thinking about negative things, it's not good for us. Okay, but we are just discussing because there are many people around like that. Okay, so we need to be very careful, we need to make a progress, just we keep quiet and keep going, that's it. Okay, don't care about others, how they are not, why they are not making progress. It's unnecessarily, you'll end up losing your time. Okay, so that is important. So now the thing is, we are just discussing some small tips, simple ways to begin. Okay, now the topic is right now concluded. Like, if you want to make a spiritual growth, you need to associate with devotees. Okay, I just don't want to mention any organization name in any video. But I think the one of the organization, they always they will tell that associate with a devotee, or be just to talk to only devotees. They don't tell that just to become enemies for other non-devotees, but their main focus is like, be associated with devotees, and if he's a devotee, you talk to them and develop any relationship, that is good. If they're non-devotee, better be careful, but try to avoid. Okay, like that they will tell. So I'm just bringing that also. That's also good, because whatever they're telling to be very careful with non-devotee, because you will be getting influenced with non-devotional things, and automatically your spiritual growth will lag. Okay, that's what they will tell. Okay, so it's a very true, and because whatever is there will change, will keep changing every day, right? So the things what we are practicing, it's consistently we will do, provided you are very serious, and your neighbor, your association people, the people who are associated also doing the same, then it's easy. Okay, so how to grow spiritually, that is important. That's a topic now. It's part of the, it's not the topic, but just we are just discussing some 4 to 5 points, wherein we can make a spiritual progress. Okay, number one is visiting temple or any spiritual organizations. Be careful, because there are so many things which are very bad, which we should not hear such kind of things. But there are some things happening, like people are misusing the this path, like spiritual growth. Spirituality is to be used to get liberation, and to influence some people who are interested to make a progress. Okay, but there some people are there who will use that spirituality as just some platform, and they will do something not good. Okay, so I don't want to talk too many negative things, but be careful. Visit any temple, and or any spiritual organizations. There are so many bad organizations also there nowadays. So be careful. It's not that you have to mandatorily go and visit some temple or a spiritual growth on spiritual organizations only. This is one of the one of the point we are discussing here. Because why visiting a temple or a spiritual organizations will help is, automatically there are so many people who are devotees there, and who are interested in spiritual progress, spiritual growth. So definitely you will get better ideas once we go and associate with those people. And also, once we go and visit any temple or any spiritual organization, there is automatically positivity there, and it will make you influence. Okay, so that is one thing. And the second one is, this is easy. So listen to spiritual talks or discourses. Okay, reach out to practicing devotees to understand and apply what you hear. Okay, so this is very easy. There is nothing we need to be careful there. Here, because there are so many spiritual talks available, and also so many people are so many books in the internet, and a lot of things. But be little careful, because there are so many I think there is always a negative thing along with the positive thing in this world right now, because there are so many people who are misusing that, and who wanted to guide the people in a wrong direction. Okay, be careful with those kind of things, and hopefully, if our time is good, and if you are very serious, then definitely such things will not happen to us. But be careful. Listen to some spiritual talks, and people listen to very good scholars. There are so many people, there are so many talks in English and also in other languages. Okay, Swami Sarvapriyananda from Vedanta Society is there, and also so many ISKCON devotees are there, and so many people are there. Like They give very beautiful talks, and Ishwara, Swami Chinmayananda from Chinmaya Mission. Lot of people are there who have given very good lectures. Try to go and listen to them at least some time. Spend some time in a day. Okay, that way you will get more inputs, and also try to associate with devotees who are practicing those, so that your growth will be more. Okay, and engage in service. The third one is also very important, easy and important. Okay, volunteering at temple or religious organization helps you stay connected. Okay, and you will gradually develop a sense of belonging to and purpose. It means like try to go and do some volunteering at some temple or religious centers. Okay, be careful uh, because there is nothing which is there are so many things which a temple may need, and you go and do whatever possible you can. Okay, try to first go to a temple and or any organization and see what is going on there. Then you will know what is opportunities there, and then you get involved slowly. Okay, so that way you can. And also servicing others is very important, because there are so many people who can't do very basic stuff because of their health reasons or anything. Okay, so because when you are healthy, you can be helpful for them. Okay, try to help others. Okay, suppose a small example is a person who is interested to go and see a temple, but he cannot drive, or he needs some drive. Okay, otherwise he cannot make it, but he's interested, so try to help such people. Okay, which is good for you and also for them. Okay, and also the next point is honor prasadam. Okay, so try to uh, take sanctified food. Okay, taking a sanctified food and food with gratitude helps purify the heart and creates subtle spiritual impressions. Okay, the very first thing you need to start in making a spiritual progress is first start eating prasadam, which is very good, very very important, because automatically prasadam means like it has the grace of God in within that. Okay, when you start eating prasadam, automatically the influence of God's grace will be there. Okay, so it will definitely make you help you to make a good progress. Okay, so the last point is, in short, so your environment and your association matter. Okay, if you want to grow spiritually, please place yourself in spiritual settings and let the power of good company uplift you. Okay, it's a very straightforward, and there's nothing which is difficult to understand here. So if we want to make a good spiritual progress, try to associate with the good devotees, and let the company devotees, let the people who are already elevated influence you, and then you will automatically be uplifted. You don't need to do anything, automatically it will drive you. Okay, so that is the main thing. So I think the pretty much the topic is covered. So the gist of the thing is, like, when you want to make any spiritual progress, try to associate with devotees, or try to do something good. Okay, and try to read something, and try to explore options. It's not that all the things whatever I mentioned here should be there for everyone. Okay, there is one devotee who told, like, there is no temple at all around in our area. What to do? That's very, it's not a bad situation, but there are places where very less people are there. They may not be having any temple or something to go and associate with the devotees or something. In that case, there is a YouTube is there. There is a lot of internet things are available, and also they're all. It is not mandatory that you need to go and visit a temple. Then only you will understand and you will grow. Okay, there are so many videos are there, so many talks are there. Everything is there are so many Zoom calls are there. There are so many spiritual talks are already uploaded, and it's ongoing, right? There is a lot of content is there in the YouTube, in the internet. Okay, so many things you can go, and instead of watching a movie, you try to watch something spiritual. Okay, that's all. That will drive you, and it will help you. Okay, If you are really interested and if you are very serious, then God will definitely give more and more opportunities. Okay, so I think you use the opportunities which are available in the internet and try to develop. Okay, so the thing is very important is life is a bubble. Okay, it may burst any day. Okay, we don't know when is our anybody's last date. Okay, so don't try to wait too long, or don't try to think that the spiritual growth is not mandatory for me now. I'm doing okay. I'm still young. I wanted to enjoy the life, and then I will come back to spirituality when I am 60 or 70. Means it doesn't work, because there are so many people who died before 60, 70, even 50s, 40s, 10s, 20s, 30s. Every age there is a death. Okay, people are died in those age. Okay, so then there is nothing guaranteed here. We are not here forever. Okay, we are here for maybe 100 years or 120 years or something, is the best case scenario. Definitely, even 150 years, if you live also 150 first year, we have to die. Okay, there is no way that you can live forever here. Okay, even if you live forever here, it is of no use. Okay, anyway, the world itself will destroy one day, so there is no use. Okay, so try to think that the spiritual growth is very important along with your career growth. Spiritual growth is also important. Okay, which is more important than your material progress. Okay, material progress will be, it's very important also, but still the thing is spiritual growth is definitely important, and we need to make a spiritual growth in spirituality. Okay, otherwise there is no use of life. I'm not telling there is no use of life. This life came for everybody, and people are enjoying and they are having fun, and they will enjoy the materialistic life, and many people are dying without even a glimpse of some spirituality. Okay, maybe the part of some 1 or 2% of spiritual growth is it's of it's okay, but we need to make big progress, right? We don't want to waste time, and we need to wait for some age or something like that. So try to start as early as possible, and the early the better. And the main important thing is having good association will automatically drive you. It is very easy. Okay, so this is one of the easy thing. So be careful with any associating people whom you are associating with. Be careful and try to associate with the good devotees, and make a good progress. Okay, and just to give an idea, like we are a group of people who started some satsang, and we have a we are listening to Ashtadash Puranas every day, a weekday, 1 hour. Okay, we just associate. The topic also is power of association. So, which we are also utilizing that, and we are a group of people who will just connect for 1 hour, 9 to 10 Eastern time, US Eastern time, and we listen to the Puranas. Okay, and after that also we have association with them whenever we need any help, or and we have some doubt, we will talk to them, and we will talk to with other devotees. Okay, so the group is called as Stepping Towards Liberation Group. So the email ID is groupstl.2022@gmail.com. It is not that on 2022 it started. It's just that is a email just. And also the steppingtowardsliberation.com is a website which we already got the domain, but we need to still develop the website. By the time I'm making this video, it is still not ready, but we will soon it will become at least a good website which will help many people also. Okay, so I think the topic is a very easy topic only. It is not a very difficult topic. But the difficult thing is like we need putting it into practice. That is important. Okay. So we wish that whoever see this video, at least they will get a good association and make a good progress. Hari Om.